Wow, what a delay.
All
See,
right.
there's the doink.
We are live.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen.
First ever.
Well, finish that sentence, Steve. Come on.
Well, I was letting you finish. Don't.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're going to see a very polite side tonight.
I'm sorry, you did it again.
Oh.
This could be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, everybody. We're going to try to put on a good show, have some fun. We got a very special guest tonight. EBOMEY's going to be with us. He's going to show up in a little while. And he's got a, I don't know what you call it, fundraiser. He has a epic fundraiser that he's getting going for a great cause. I'll let him do the details on that. So in the meanwhile, you're stuck with this bunch. We have Stump Greenwood, Miss Shlisa Shell. Everybody go check out their channels. Stump's going to need some encouragement to get some more damn videos up. Shlisa Shell's pumping out videos like nobody's business. Great stuff, very professional.
Thank you.
Right on.
Her editing skills are like, whew, I got to learn some shit.
I'm having fun with it.
Right.
Kind of glad YouTube quit the YouTube editor. It's kind of pushed me to really step it up.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of working out that way. It got everybody to put their big boy boots on and girl boots and try something different.
Some people just plain disappeared.
Yeah, sissies. So anyhow, I'm going to go send out some links. So I should turn off my camera because I'll probably be picking my nose while I'm messing with the email. But Mr. Stump Greenwood's going to do a nice, very slow, very talkative rundown. And I'm going to go shoot over the email and send out some links.
All righty then.
Well, awesome.
Well, as far as the rundown, folks, I'll be real honest with you. I don't know how slow this is going to go because at the moment it's kind of a short list. But we will definitely just go ahead and get after this thing and be done with it. Now, first of all, the first one in the chat that I'm aware of, now he came in when Steve posted the chat shortly before, in the neighborhood of about 6:15, maybe 6:20 this afternoon. And that would have been none other than Rich the Tactical Plumber. Good friend of ours. He supported Mike's chat a lot. Rich, very grateful to see you over here, my friend. It's awesome you showed up. All right, the second we had come in, believe it or not, was Ronnie Brown. Now here again, Ronnie has supported a bunch of us. She's quite a while. You know, you just can't ask for better folks to come in here, you know. Then we have DSW Outdoors. That was our third one. Yeah, again, we thank you so much. Yeah, it's really cool y'all just coming out here and helping us out and get this thing off the ground and running, you know. Then by God, we had Mike DeLucia, who thought he was actually first because, you know, as time cycles on through, you get to see some of the comments and they disappear. And so there was some confusion there, and he almost called me a liar when I told him he wasn't first. Okay. Then you had Prepping to Endure. Yeah. Always around Mike's chat with us, hanging out. Always just amazing comments, you know, helping us keeping things moving and rolling, keeping everybody smiling. Just great people, you know. So again, welcome to the madness that is this chat so far.
Hey, Stump.
Then we had what?
Great job so far, brother.
And don't interrupt my train of thought, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, keep going, baby. You're doing great.
Damn, just totally fucked everything up in my head. Damn it. All right. Well, speaking of fucking shit up in my head, the next one to show up was Stalker Steve, who had to, pop in finally and fess up. He was actually going to be part of his own chat. So we appreciate that there, Steve. And after that, we had one of the most beautiful women to be on this chat. Well, at the moment, the only woman, so that definitely makes her the most beautiful, but she's cooler than fucking hell, too. Be none other than our very own Fatwood Queen, Miss Shlisa Shell. Can't go wrong when you got that woman hanging around. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, after that, I got to go from the notebook back to the screen. So, y'all, please bear with me just a moment here, okay? Because this shit is cruising already.
Sweet.
All right. Oh, shit. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. After Miss Shlisa, we had HRM Weapons Machinist, who, you know, I know Steve and I both definitely enjoy a lot of the videos that have, for some unfortunate reason, kind of disappeared here lately. Yeah, we're hoping those show up. He's mentioned that he may bring up another channel just to put those videos back up, where he's restoring a lot of old tools and antique stuff, you know, mechanical devices and all. I know personally, Steve and I both really enjoy those. All right. After that, we had none other than, oh my God, help us, Fifth Swamp Donkey 530. What can you say? I mean, his name says it all. It's a damn swamp donkey. You know, he's walking around knee deep in mud with his pecker hanging in the mud. God bless him, you know.
Right on.
All right. Yep, Fifth.
Oh, guess who didn't mute?
What?
Guess who didn't mute?
Ah, damn, that took a while to show up.
No, I think that
All
was
right. Blah, blah. My tongue just quit on me. Believe it or not, we have Ohio Trapper. I'm betting he actually lives in Ohio. What you reckon?
I think so.
Good dude, been around a while, supporting all of us. Good thing. And after that, somewhere down the line, I don't know how the fuck I done it, but Geechee Gumi, I know for a fact that was our second or third comment, and somehow I missed saying that. So, my friend, like I said, it's Canadian friendly. I wasn't trying to leave you out. I wasn't picking on the whole Canadian thing. I swear to God, I wasn't. First chat jitter type thing, even though this ain't the first chat. It's the first one. Yeah. Anyway, Steve, hope you're through sending out links, dude, because I'm flat out of shit to say.
I got one last one, and then I'm done.
Look, it's too early to be done. We just got this shit started.
Right? All right, I'm muted. I got the outside chat up. A few links sent. Anybody else wants a link, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
Geechee, I swear, honest to God, mistake. It's nothing against Canada, okay? Well, I should probably say Canada instead of Canada, because when I call it Canadian, it's not real convincing, is it? Cheers.
Yeah.
Right on. Oh, you know what? I had an epic piece of fat wood to show, and I didn't run out to my truck. Somewhere during the night, I'm going to have to take a little break and run out there and get that. You got to see this. It's like crazy juicy.
Nice.
No. Mike, you ain't leaving.
That about covers it, he said.
I'll have to remember. Every time I try to center my camera, it shows the piles of junk all over the place. In case anybody didn't know, I'm right in the middle of totally replumbing the whole house. So
That's fun. I'm doing it at my daughter's place right now. But if I could cover a question here that Jeff's got for us at the moment, how come Mikey ain't on the panel? Well, the reason for that is, while I was doing the rundown, Steve was sending out the links, and Mikey is apparently having some technical difficulty issues being smart enough to click on the link.
Now, wait a minute.
He will be here shortly.
Yeah, wait a minute.
he razzes us for not clicking on the link. Every damn night.
Yep. So, come on, Mikey.
You'll be all right.
It's one of these little things. You put the little arrow on that part, on the little blue letters, and go click.
Well, I'll tell you what, the troubles that Mike's has and stuff, I completely understand now. That's a lot of back and forth. What do you mean, send it to Facebook? Dude, I didn't like you on Facebook.
What most of you need to understand here. Yes, Steve has a Facebook page, billboard, whatever the fuck it is. But you send him a message on it through Messenger? No, it's like the Cubs' dream of a Super Bowl. It died before it ever started. It just our World Series, whatever the fuck they play. It ain't happening. No, he never responds. So don't trust Steve on Facebook. No, send him a text or call him. You send him a text, you have to decode that motherfucker when you get it back.
Right. Well, you know what? I really got sick of Facebook in the last couple of months. They totally became super invasive. So I go on Facebook when I get a notice from one of my family or something that so-and-so posted my name in a whatchamacallit, and I'll go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, about all I do on it. Well, Rich, as you obviously just pointed out, I have no clue. Sports, it ain't my thing no more. To me, sporting events, we go shoot clays or, go do long distance silhouette, shit like that.
Right on. Speaking of EBOMEY, that's something I got to get into with that 308. So I think I got like 80 rounds loaded up at all different, all the same bullet weights, 2 different bullet shapes, and 2 different powders, I think, for each. So I think I got 80 rounds.
Well, not to take away from that, but if I can cover another little something here right quick.
Please do.
Rich, I'm sure if you will notice by looking at your screen, there is now half of a wrench, and then the words Rich the Tactical Plumber, all highlighted in blue. So by God, remember here on this chat, the very first episode, within the first 15 minutes, you got your wrench, brother.
Right on.
You say he loves you, so keep coming back.
Nice.
All right. You're about to say you've only loaded 80 rounds so far for the 308?
Yeah, so I'm waiting for some decent weather. Well, I got to get this plumbing done first, but waiting for some decent weather to go out and try to dial that in a little bit at 100 yards. And then we'll stretch her out to 200, and that's as big as my range gets.
Well, load it in the Jeep or the van or the whatever will make the trip. Come on down here. Told you got 1,200 meters you can play with.
Soon as I get this house straightened out and bought, which by the way, I'm supposed to be closing on the 10th. So that will be the end of a 2-year battle.
Right on. And Rich, my friend and brother, no, I'm not the best. I just happen to be, let's see. I believe in the old days, the mafia called it a fixer. I make shit work out. That's my job. And brother Paul, P NASCARs, ladies and gentlemen, the man has shown up. And as far as what in tarnation is going on here, we ain't got a damn clue just yet. Give us 5 minutes, we'll figure it out. All right?
No, we won't.
Look, I'm trying to bluff the whole positive thing, dude. Don't shit on it yet.
That's what I do. I crap on stuff.
Hey.
Hey, P NASCARs, how's it going? I keep forgetting I don't have to be over here typing while somebody else is talking. I can actually talk.
Because Mike ain't here yet.
How brave is that?
Speaking of which, what's the status on Mikey and the link there, brother?
I think I just got a text from him. Let me check it.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I did. He says, still nothing.
Oh, boy.
Other side of the fence. Mike, what you got to do is close everything out and then go into your Gmail. That's what I always have to do. You have to start fresh, brother.
Yeah, I'm fixing to do a mic and, hang on. I'm going to try this if I disappear. Y'all please don't get too mad.
Oh, not me.
If I start making funny faces, try not to laugh too hard.
Right on. So, Shlisa, any new videos in the back of the mind you working on? Do we get a teaser?
Well, I got this popcorn tin I'm going to pack full of fat wood and extract the resin out of it.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Put a little fire around it, warm it up. See if I can get a jar full of pine resin.
Nice.
I've also got a stick of fat wood and a ferro rod back there that I buried in the snow. Took a video of that, and I'm going to let it get all soaked in the water and in the snow, and then see how good it holds through the weather and light it up.
Ooh, that's a cool idea.
Right on.
Maybe I'll make a video and beat you to the point.
Oh, I'm trying to beat you to the popcorn tin.
Oh, that was a straight up copy of you. I said, wow, that's a great idea. I'm going to Myers.
Yeah, I better get mine done before you do, though.
Oh, don't worry. I am slow to the line. I'm sure you have plenty of time. I got 364 other hobbies I'm working on at the same time. So
Look at that, 57 Red Rooster.
I'll
nice.
be damn. And thank you very much for covering that, Miss Shlisa, because I'm trying to see what Mike's saying now.
They sent me something in the mail, and I just finally got it. Got my butt to the post office box. Thank you, Dave. I can't wait to do the mail call. Thank you very much.
What do you
I
say?
hope your wife is doing well. What's that, Steve?
I was asking Stump what Mike said, as long as it's not private and swear words.
No, he's wanting me to send him the link in Facebook messages, and I'm trying to figure out if this computer is going to let me do that or not, because I already got multiple shit going on. But again, if I vanish, y'all know what happened. I may be back.
If that doesn't work, let me know. I'll go back to email and find out his real address instead of sending it as a reply to the email he sent me.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he in here? Yeah, I'm going to mute my unusually over-talkative ass for just a few minutes.
Did he just call his mouth an ass?
I will come back just long enough to tell you, shut the fuck up.
You mentioned something a minute ago about a video. I was going to ask you to explain it, and I can't remember what you said, Shlisa.
The second one where I buried some fat wood and a ferro rod in the snow.
Before that.
The popcorn tin.
Before that.
I don't remember.
Damn it.
Damn. I hate it when it happens. I got lots of plans. I got a whole notebook because I forget them all.
Wow, that's great. I need to do that. I bought the notebook. I have yet to put stuff in it. I got a couple addresses in there. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with a lot of stuff that I've promised. I've got a lot of fire making videos to do. I want to do, some solar fire and all kinds of stuff.
Well, don't give out too many ideas. You never know.
Steve, you can't send it like that. The one from last night is no good. As soon as the chat ended.
The email's good, Mike. I just sent a reply and use your address. But as soon as Stump gets back, I'll go get your straight address and just compose it and send it fresh. That's kind of bizarre seeing the frustration on the other side of the fence.
Partisan Gorilla, welcome.
Hey, PG, how you doing tonight? Welcome.
There you go. M. Delusion 67. Woo. Is it just me, or are you getting them transformer bugs flying around all of a sudden now that it's warm? Those stink bugs? One just flew right by my face. Get out of me.
Very nice. You know, I had ton of them just before freeze up, but I haven't seen any since. And once again, PG, thank you, buddy. He's the one who gifted me this knife from GI Customs.
Oh.
That thing is so beautiful. Gives me chills every time I pick it up.
Survivor Metal Man.
Right on.
Hell yeah. That's a rocking motherfucker right there. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
Right.
Good people. You were talking about once I come back due to frustration or whatever, you were gonna disappear and do such. So
So no luck.
be gone.
All right.
No.
You get
Don't mention Fatwood. He's fixing to disappear. We won't see him for 3 hours. He'd be in the bathroom smelling it.
Oh no.
he goofball. All right, Mike, let me go find my email.
Naturally.
You owe me more angles for you there. Yeah.
And since he brings that up while he's occupied with trying to succeed in something else there, for anybody that doesn't know, GI Customs, Brother George Eichert, that's what the G and the I stand for. He does stuff like this very rapidly, very good steel, absolute pristinely perfect heat treat, an edge that will make you wonder how in the hell it ever happened. Fit and finish that better than any production anything you will ever find, and everything is custom ordered. He has a few baseline models, that he start off pattern. After that, the grind, the edge, the handles, the style, the file work, everything is pretty much what you want and you're willing to pay for. And I promise you, you cannot hurt this. Can't.
Money really well spent.
Yes, my youngin just said it's money really well spent, and he's telling you the truth. Not that I'm trying to do a TV commercial or anything for George, but the man does a level of work that's just, it's not common. You know what I mean? Many a phone calls with him while he's in the shop working. Steve will tell you, he was involved in a few of those phone conversations here, there, and yonder. Hey, Steve's like, what was you doing? I was talking to George. What's he up to? Throwing away the 7th version of your knife because he found something about it he didn't like, so he started over.
I'll tell you what I got is as close to perfection as you can get.
Yes.
Mike, you're going to have to send me just a regular email. I do not have your email address.
He just put it in the chat. Are you ready to type it? I can read it to you.
Oh, where is it? Hold on.
It's Andalusia67@gmail.
All right.
All small.
Hold on.
I'll read it to you. You punch the numbers.
Yeah, that does. My brain don't work like that.
They're letters anyways.
Yeah, no kidding.
So for anyone in our viewing audience who has a slight, mild to severe case of dyslexia, Steve feels your pain.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Did GI say how many restarts yours took, Steve?
I'm sorry, did GI what?
Did GI say how many restarts yours took?
I think at least 3.
It was 4 of them that I'm aware of.
Oh Lord.
I think the fourth one is the one you actually ended up with. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the one you got was actually effort number 4 before he finally decided it was good enough.
Swamp donkey.
Tell you what, I appreciate it.
Telling you, man does amazing work.
All right, Mike, it's sent for real now.
Woohoo!
He's gonna razz our ass about a clusterfuck.
Well,
It's okay. I have a
on that
button.
On that note, I will say this. No, I won't say that because I said I would be nice tonight. But I don't know, I guess it's not picking on Mikey too bad. But yeah, if he's smart enough to do it, I really would have thought you were too. You know.
Well, I'm smart enough to do it. I just figured I could do reply instead of having to do a fresh email. That's
I don't
Yeah.
like composing fresh emails.
there he is.
You did it.
What up, Mikey? Man, brother, I feel your pain. What a pain in the butt.
All right.
I will never complain about a link again.
Listen.
Mike, you're late, bitch.
Listen, rookie. Okay. So you got the internal set up?
Yep.
Okay. Go on the internal. Okay. Hit the invite button. It's the first one on the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Now type in.
No,
Now, listen. Now type in. My name should come out. Put Mike on. Just put Mike D or Mike whatever. And because we're friends, we're subscribed to each other. My name should come out.
oh, gotcha.
Is it on there?
No, I don't even see the invite button. Hold on,
Stevie,
let me go.
I'm
Scroll
looking.
scroll,
the page.
Stevie, scroll over the internal. Okay, just move your cursor left and right. You see, you got the microphone, the video, the camera with the line through it, the settings.
You said external. That's the internal.
No, internal, Stevie, internal.
Yes, and what am I looking for?
You see where it says invite? Click on the first icon that says invite. Invitation, whatever. It's right beside the microphone.
Gotcha. How easy
Now-
is that?
Now type my name. Now, Stevie, type my name in.
No, then
But
you'll
then
get
it's
there
gotta be-
twice.
No, because you just don't hit send. Just type my name in. See if it comes out.
Awesome.
As soon as you start typing MI, it should come out.
Yep.
Oh, good. Now, the next time you send an invite to anybody, okay, you click on that and then you hit invite, and then I get it a different way. You understand?
Is that how it comes through
I
your
need to
bell?
learn that.
That's okay. So that's how I send you an invite every Friday.
Oh, okay.
Remember how I said to you, YouTube wouldn't allow us to do that again, and then all of a sudden it did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
When you replied to that email, when you sent it through the same one as you did last night, you were replying back to the one that I sent you, which was my chat.
Gotcha. I seen at the top it said no reply or some blah blah blah. So it's a
Right.
big timey deal. Thank you,
Right.
Mike. That's
You're
epic.
You're welcome. So it wasn't my fault. So you can tell Stump to go to hell. Hello, everybody. Hello, Shlisa. Great to see you.
There's a lot of us going. I'm just offering to drive the bus.
It's good to see you, Shlisa.
Survival Metal Man must be talking to you because I don't think he wants me saying your name or his name.
Say my name.
So anyhow, the invites are sent out to EBOMEY, and I went ahead and sent one out to John Solar. So they're doing Blog Talk Radio right now. So that gets over at 9 o'clock their time, and they're central. So it should be.
Yeah,
10.
EBOMEY Central.
You know what? I think this is the first chat I've ever seen Survival Metal Man on.
No, he was in mine
No,
really?
he showed up in Mikey's a few times. Yeah.
quite a few times. P. Nascott, how the hell are you? Yeah, no,
And,
Survival Middleman's been around a while.
Right?
If I'm not mistaken, I mean, I know he shows up over in Shell's chat, but I think he shows up there in Uncle Dark's chat too.
Right on.
What the hell's his channel name?
Dark Matter?
Steve, that's a quick. Yeah, no. Yeah, that is his channel name, Dark Matter. I jokingly call him Uncle Dark.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking cool old dude, man. No shit.
I'll tell you what you do. And I did it this weekend. Go over to Survival Metal Man's channel. Go to his videos. Flip it from newest to oldest. And check
Yeah.
out some of his Band Days videos.
What are you huffing?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
get the thing
huge
off.
diamond bait pen.
No, I'm getting very serious about this quitting smoking shit, or else I ain't gonna pass my damn DOT physical. Because last year when I had to do it, the whole breathing part, they shove a hose pipe down your throat and you got to breathe for so long.
Not me.
Oh yeah, it's
Ha.
coming for you next one. I promise you.
It's not. I don't have a medical card.
Oh, you fucking pansy ass bitch. But anyway, for those of us who have to carry the damn medical card for CDLs, there's a breathing test. They put a freaking tube down your throat and you got to sit there and breathe for a little while you're doing a bunch of shit. And you have to have a certain capacity and transfer a certain amount of CO2 out and actual oxygen back in within a certain amount of time. Otherwise, your ass ain't legal to drive.
What's that to kind of make sure you ain't going to fall asleep like?
Kind of like Mike does, but no, it's just to make sure that you'll actually be able to carry enough oxygen in your blood if you have to get off your ass and walk or something.
Right on. Walk around the back of the truck and take a nap.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, now, I will admit, I'm very guilty of it, especially with the flatbeds.
Right.
Out in the middle of a pasture, down a power line, waiting on a damn helo to come in to lift something. Especially the low boy, because you've got that little ramp section right there at the gooseneck. Yeah, I've got a blanket and a pillow that stays in that particular Freightliner. I'll lay the blanket down there like a pad, put the pillow back there. Hey, I'll get paid to sit there and take a damn 3-hour nap while I'm waiting on some dickhead in a helicopter.
Right on. Holy shit, look at the old band names popping up in the chat.
Right?
Dang.
John Solar 283.
Hey,
There's John Solar. Hell yeah.
Johnny Sola, how are you? I have one correction about what you just said. If you don't mind.
Please do.
Stump you.
All right, correct me.
I did not fall asleep last night. I passed the fuck out.
That hard, huh?
Well, I tried to
No,
give you the common respect of muting your freight train like snoring.
I was telling Stump earlier, Stevie, I had to do what he suggested last night when we were talking about it before. And I had to do that again because I didn't get up until almost noontime.
Wow.
Yeah, I was out.
Well, there was a couple suggestions last night about dehydration, so get the fluids.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do apologize. I know you guys covered for me. Johnny
Speaking of our covering for you, if you get any lawsuits, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let Steve here introduce to you that fellow that just showed up because I just don't have enough good things to say about the man.
Mr.
Right.
Mr. EBOMEY, how you doing, buddy?
What's happening?
You're on an epic journey. First time getting my feet off the ground, and so far, so damn good.
Well, cheers.
Right on.
I
just let John know that I sent him a link. We got Stump Greenwood in the middle with the beard. The fine-looking lady there is Shlisa Shell. And this fine gentleman with the headphones is Mike DeLucia.
How's it going?
Howdy.
Welcome.
So you're still in the radio studio?
Yeah, we just I was the co-pilot in the Ms. EBOMEY zone.
Awesome.
Yeah. Very cool lady right there.
Well, being that she's right here, I'll just agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Smart man.
Stevie.
Yep.
Johnny Sola wants to know where you sent his link.
Yeah, I
Hello,
just
Stevie.
told him,
Hey,
And
Stevie B.
I'll do it this way also.
Do it the way you did it for me. It'll probably work better. The way I showed you, it'll probably work better. You guys are sub to each other, obviously, right?
Yep.
Then just go to that.
Well, he might not be sub to me, but I've been sub to him for a long time.
Well, just go to the invite button next to the microphone.
Steve, are you saying the man might have standards?
Of course he has standards. Johnny's been around a long time.
Right on.
Yes.
Huh.
Johnny's going to kill me because I drive through his town quite frequently.
That's weird. It's not popping up.
What's not popping up?
His name in from under
Okay.
my invites.
All right, stop. Okay, go back to it. Don't give up on it. Go back to it. Okay. Do you know his email address?
Oh, hell no.
All right, do this. Stevie, you ready? At the top of the page, in the internal, Steve.
Yeah.
At the top, in the location, copy and paste that address. Send it to copy and paste it, make it all blue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Send it to his inbox and his YouTube messages.
Ha.
Open up another window. Go to his YouTube page, hit about, click on his message, and then put it in there.
I already did that.
Okay. Send copy and paste it, make it all blue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, Richie, I am the teacher. And he's given you his email address, by the way, in the external.
Got it. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to run the email.
You got this.
Yep.
It's all right.
You'll have this stuff figured out before you know what's going on, dude.
I don't know if I want to.
John, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Loud and clear. Give me 10 seconds. I need a Mountain Dew like you read about.
All right. Well, if nobody has any objections here, well, Mike's hunting a Mountain Dew and Steve's typing emails and such and wishing he had a secretary or more knowledge of what's going on. If I could take just a moment here, the gentleman with the glasses, not the skinny meth head looking one, the other one, that would be Mr. EBOMEY for those of you that don't know. He and his wife are both here on YouTube. She does a cooking channel. EBOMEY himself here, Eric, he has a lot to do with a charity that we will be covering here shortly. And also on his channel, you'll find quite a bit of knowledge on several firearms platforms. So also, there's a brew channel. So, I mean, if you like a nice cold beer, man's probably got a video up on something that'll help you find something that you do or that you will not like. And Steve, better be through typing because I'm running out of shit to say here, dude.
Is there, Mr. EBOMEY, are you able to type in the chat so everyone can check you out?
I think so. Like a link to the channel.
Yeah, if you're able to just say hello in the chat, everyone can check you out.
Oh, okay.
Because then they can hit the 3 dots next to your name and go to your channel.
Oops.
There we go.
If it's too much, don't worry about it.
I got multiple keyboards sitting here because it's like I found when we do the blog radio stuff, even though I have a computer that I don't even want to say how much I spent for this thing. For some reason, when you do blog radio and our chat room at the same time, it ends up I just have to take hello.
Your link and I'll put it in there.
Right on. John Stoller, welcome.
Hey.
Nice to see you again, man.
How do? Bring that down just a hair. There we go.
Johnny, how are you?
Mikey!
How are you?
Mikey!
There you go.
Dude, I drive to your town like twice a week.
I know. But that's okay. I have been so slammed. You'd be standing outside the front door going, "Why didn't this guy answer the damn door?" Because I'm in the call shop, busting butt. Yep, working my butt off. Now let's see. Okay, Mr. Stump, how are you?
What's going on, bud?
I don't know who the young lady is.
Hi, John.
That would be one Shlisa Shell.
Okay. A new
Trying to
face.
find some links here.
Stop by her channel, John. You won't be sorry. She makes some great videos. A lot of outdoor stuff.
Cool.
She is known as the Fatwood Queen.
Oh, really? Okay. I love Fatwood. Fatwood's a very, very amazing product.
Bingo.
Left for us out in nature.
Right on.
Where's EBOMEY at? What'd he do?
I think he's trying to get some links out in the external.
Oh, okay.
I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, no, see, now I got screwed up because you had 2 times. Did you know that? You had 2 different times written down?
Are you kidding me?
No, you had on the feed coming out to all the people, YouTubers, all right, it said 6:30 p.m.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah, there was some weird.
Backup team.
There's some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, it literally said 6:30. That was the one where it said set a reminder, you know?
Yeah.
It said 6:30 p.m. So I was like, geez. I went and looked at it, and it was like nothing was happening. And then we had the show start at 9. So it was like, we're talking about it. I'm like, but it says he's live, but he's not live. And I don't know what the hell's going on. And it says 9:30, and it says 6:30. I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah, rookie mistake. What can I say? I need somebody like you running the shit.
I am about as pushed right now as I could humanly be.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
3 shows. And now all 3 of them are doing very good, so yes.
Right on. Well, what we're all kind of gathered here for, Mr. EBOMEY, would you like to give the nice long story of Justin Fitch?
A nice long story of Justin.
Well, how did you meet him, and what led up to this awesome fundraiser?
Man, I mean, I always equate things with, at what point in the infancy of my YouTube channel I was, but somehow, I don't know, I'll guess that I had somewhere over 2,000 or more subs, and me and Justin were subbed to each other. He put up a video and I'd follow it and, leave your usual awesome, that kind of stuff and back and forth. And then we started talking because he was getting really frustrated, and one of his videos was basically how to make a suppressor. And he had, I don't know, it was like 50,000 views, and there was like 65 comments. And he's just like, you and your friends, there's so much interaction, and he's just like, I just want to know, what is the secret to all of the interaction? And I go, I don't know. I mean, still to this moment in time, I say, if you really want to grow your channel, probably the best thing you can do is interact with other people. It's like you watch videos and you slowly, build friends, and people see your comments and maybe, love you, hate you, or whatever. They may go over and check out your channel and stuff. And, and he was just wondering about, why that video, he was so bummed out because he wanted to have the interaction with people. And that's just kind of what started it. And then we, started, talking more, on the phone. And then he went through the whole first bout with cancer. And I remember he texted me one day and he goes, just got back from my doctor, man. I'm all clear. And he literally put up a video. I remember him standing in, I think it was his, the spare room that he had in his house that he used for doing all his filming. He was just like, I beat cancer. Fuck you, cancer. I mean, he was just like yelling that at the camera, and I thought that was so great. And of course, that was, you know, more like the lull before the storm for him. But I think probably some of the most memorable times was when, you know, we had the opportunity to finally get together. He and his wife Samantha, they were what is it, like 2.5 hours south of here is where Samantha's parents lived, and they were here. He lived in Maine, or Massachusetts. He was in Massachusetts, and they were looking at some property here, but they were basically here to visit Samantha's parents. And he's just like, you know, if it's okay with you, we'd like to, you know, come up for the evening and, you know, hang out, maybe do a video and do dinner and that kind of thing. And, you know, it's like, you know, Justin's another one of those guys where, you know, like right now, looking at all you guys, you know, we're all my height on video. And then he like gets here and walks through the door and was like, holy shit, remind me not to piss him off. And just like the nicest guy though, but it's just like, you know, I don't know very many people that were, I mean, to me, still to this moment in time, Justin is always going to be larger than life.
Right.
And it was just, you know, it's so funny because, you know, it's like, here's this badass guy. I mean, he still to the last time we ever talked, he never would answer this question. It was like, dude, there's no recording equipment. We can go outside and stand in a, you know, a Faraday cage if you want. It's like, you jump out of airplanes behind enemy lines and your job is to kill people, right? And he just like do one of these. You know, you're not going to answer that question, are you? And he was like, no. It's like, damn it. But, you know, and he was here. He was like, he was all proud. He had this bag with him, and he's just like, "Oh, I found a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of scotch for us." And it's like, "Oh, okay," you know. It's like pulls out these bottles and he goes, "I don't know shit about either one of these." He goes, "I'm not saying that I, you know." Hang on a second.
It's Buddy John Solar.
No,
that's that pestering jerk Aloma company. He it was probably something important. I just threw my phone over there. He's like, he goes, I drink. He goes, it's not a huge thing. I'll have a beer every now and then. If someone hands me a shot, I'll do a shot, but blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, I go, yeah, I get it. You know, you're probably always in training because you jump out of airplanes and kill people, right? And so he's like reaches in this bag and he pulls out these 2 bottles, and I knew enough at that moment in time to know that this shit wouldn't even run my car, let alone my liver would not be you know, all happy about it. But you know, so here's this guy who is in my basement and literally has to duck for everything, and I can walk through with smooth sailing. I don't have a problem at all down there. And it's like, I was thinking, oh shit. It's like, okay, so he's going to pour a shot of this, and if it's turpentine, I'm going to have to be the best actor you've ever seen and be like, woof, that was some good ass shit. And that's exactly how it went too. Poured a shot. We toasted, you know, it was something like, you know, long life, you know, Second Amendment, blah, blah, blah. It's high five and hug. Did our shots. And I was like, this is like the maybe nastiest shit it's like I've ever drank. And I look over at him and I've got like this pseudo smile, like, he's going to go, this is pretty good. And I'm going to have to be like, yeah. And he looks at me and he looks at the shot glass and we make eye contact and he goes, I really don't know much about scotch, but this is pretty fucking bad. And I was just like, yeah, it is. And still to this moment in time, I mean, at one point in time, I, you know, unfortunately, before he passed away, I would have happily thrown that damn bottle away. But, you know, now that has more meaning to me than a $1,000 bottle, and it sits downstairs. And when, you know, a core group of us get together, you know, for Shoot-A-Palooza each year or whatever, we, you know, pour a not a full shot. We might pour a little bit each of our shot glasses and toast Justin and what he stood for. And you know, I don't know what would happen. I mean, I just have to think that if I found out that I've got really limited time, I would be screw YouTube, screw Facebook. I'm going to spend my time with my family and probably sit in the corner and have a pity party. And this is a guy that, you know, if he was in NASCAR, he would have dropped a brand new engine in and went out full on. I mean, he came at life harder in that last year that he lived than most of us probably will our entire life, and he dedicated it. I know Samantha, his wife, was very important to him, and I know that the fight for active heroes and veteran suicide, and I know there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not knocking on anybody, but a lot of us are like, dude, here's my phone number, and if you ever have a problem, you give me a call. Well, if the phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning, first I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked by her if I even think about answering the phone. And B, but Justin, he was the guy that literally was. We have talked to people that were having problems that would pick up the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he would answer it. He would, get out of bed, go in another room, and talk you through whatever your problems were. And this is a guy who knew that his time was limited. And it's just what he did, and that was what left such an impression on so many of us, people that had the pleasure to actually get to spend time with him. It's like me and Christopher along with company. And then the people that just, had the opportunity to talk to him on the phone or interact him with YouTube realized what he was and what he represented. And it's like, I pray to God that I was strong. I would be strong enough in his situation to be just like him. Right. And all I can say is I'm proud of the fact that a bunch of us basically picked up that baton when he went down and kept running with it.
Well, one of the reasons, sorry to interrupt you, but one of the reasons I really jumped on board on this fundraiser and stuff, everybody who knew Justin Fitch, I always say his name wrong. Anytime they mentioned his name, you could either see their facial expression or they just straight up tear up. So I knew right there, it was a straight up cause. And then all the good stuff I heard about the charity itself. So it's a great thing to be. I'm an outsider that is kind of part of it, but not part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, right or wrong. I take a lot of pride in the fact that the Brewery Review, the EBOMEY channel, once that camera starts, you get what you get from me. Right. And just anything related with Justin right now, I couldn't even tell you how many times I've had to stop and redo shit for one of two reasons. One, I lost it while trying to talk about him because it's just, if it's bad enough just to know who he is and what he was willing to do for veterans, selfless towards the end. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was still taking phone calls in the bed, with hours leading to his passing, just the way he was, and it's like, it's been some of the most difficult videos I've ever had to do. I think on some of the stuff for the AR-10 one, it was just like, I know there was a day I went downstairs and I think on take number 7, I come upstairs and she's like, "Did you get the video done?" And I go, "No, I can't do it today." It's like, no matter what, it's like, you stand there and it's, I don't know. He was just such a beacon, in life. And even leading up to his passing, he just left something inside of so many of us.
Right on. Definitely. So that leads you up to picking up the baton and run with it, with the fundraising deal. Please touch on that. Everything you want to say about it, say, and take over the channel.
Oh, well, yeah. As you know, we've done AR-15, the AR-10, which that was one where that son of a bitch that won that. The AR-15, like the one before that Brian McCown ended up with. It's like every single time we've like done one of these, it's just like son of a bitch, and it's like we get more people, and the expectations and the amount of help that we get, and it was like that rifle, that AR-15 that Brian McCown won. It's like I was like, that was the one where I was like, okay, fine, I'd give up all the rest of them. This would be the one I'd finally want to be able to keep. It's like all of the stuff that we do. That's the thing that's I'll be greedy. You know how badly, Steve, it sucks when you get the chance to get all these awesome parts, build something like that, then we go out and shoot it, and it was like everybody that shoots it's just like, I can't believe this thing. It's like, oh man, I got to put that in the mail and send it to somebody else. And it's like that AR-10, man, that was just such an awesome, and that was like my first real opportunity to switch gears and go from an AR-15 to an AR-10. And there's definitely differences. You can't just take what you know about putting an AR-15 together and have the same parts working the same way, but that rifle came out beautiful. And the like this time, it's like if you want to find out about the other stuff, that's all videos. This time, calling it the youth giveaway. Obviously, hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Right. Thanks to some great people. A lot of effort from the Crazy Scotsman. He got together with TriStar Arms, and they donated that anodized red 20 gauge youth. And I have to say, I'm a picky bitch about stuff, and I tell you that's a very nicely put together shotgun. The trigger shocked me in it for an off the shelf shotgun. I would seriously like to get my hands on an adult size in their 12 gauge. This beautiful gun. Then he went to work on CZ USA, and they donated that CZ 512. If you're not familiar with it, we're all probably familiar with like a Ruger 1022. It's like a Ruger 1022 in an ATI chassis setup. CZ puts their guts into a nice handguard, and it's got an adjustable stock. And this one was, no pun intended, completely stock. And Crazy Scotsman already sent a set of UTG flip-up sights to put on it. And as a side note, if you asked me 4 or 5 years ago about UTG, I'd told you garbage. I tell you, they really changed some stuff. A lot of UTG stuff really kind of shocks me. And these flip-ups, they're like right on par with some of the stuff I've seen from Midwest Industries, say a couple of years ago. Awesome. And so we got a set of those on there.
It's nice to see a company step it up,
Yeah, I mean, that's the direction you should go. Then the last firearms at this point in time, as of right now anyway, is that Beretta Nanos. It's kind of a futuristic looking 22. That also could use some kind of a red dot or whatever. So, all this stuff continuously builds, usually once things start rolling. And again, I appreciate you having me on and other people getting an opportunity to hear about this, because the bottom line is some of my friends can pick on me and make fun and say, ha ha, nobody watches your shit anymore. That's why you don't get any views. But I haven't checked, but I'm guessing I'd be shocked if the youth a video has more than 300 views after being up for well over a week. And I've seen some guys that have under 1,000 subs could do a video about plunging a toilet and get 300 views in an hour and a half. And that's like, I have become enemy number one with YouTube because of my stance on guns, pro Second Amendment. And I just think it's a damn shame that YouTube, you know, your typical liberal is going to go out there telling you how the number one thing is the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. And yet you can go right now on your YouTube page, scroll all the way to the bottom, put your channel in restricted mode, which you will be automatically if you started a new YouTube channel within the last couple of years, and EBOMEY disappears. I completely disappear. You will not find any of my stuff.
Wow.
It's like, explain to me this, Steve. Why is it that a channel with coming up on 22,000 subs gets under 100 views in a matter of 3 or 4 days on giving away 3 firearms to help active heroes stop veteran suicide, yet over at the EBOMEY channel, or the brew channel, I can drink a shit ass beer and get more views in 24 hours.
Yeah, it's a shame. You're definitely being stifled and buried.
So that's one of the things where I was like, man, you know, that's why we try to incentivize this. We got our site set up. John Solar is definitely the guy that, once again, that makes all this happen.
Right.
John literally calls me every 15 seconds and says, breathe. So if it wasn't for John, I wouldn't even been able to. Just got one of his texts right now. So John is the guy that makes this all possible. He's running him and Active Heroes, making sure the site is up. Right now we're in the process of trying to get it zeroed back out, because last time our goal was $15,000. We were told if we raised $15,000, they would let us pick the veteran, personally pick a veteran to go use that cabin. And we raised over $17,000. So we joined forces with a very nice lady that was hooked up with us via Sonoran Desert Prepper. And she literally spent a couple of weeks going through all of her records, trying to find the right man or woman. We had no idea. We didn't give any conditions to her. We just said, listen, we're the people trying to raise the money, raise awareness. This is your specialty. You're the counselor. And so she did that. Me and Christine and John got to spend about an hour on the phone with her. She's just Sarah is her name. Really an awesome lady. You could hear the passion. She just was like blown away that she was going to be given the opportunity to actually pick someone, and took it very seriously. And as a quick side note, you want to know how cool she is. You know, she's supposed to like keep certain records on some stuff, and she's worried that these records might be used against certain soldiers for actually pouring out their heart. And she lost. She loses this shit all the time, I hear. So that's the kind of person she is. That's, you know, you want someone like that in your camp. Well,
I just want to do a quick shout out. It's real important to everybody pop over to EBOMEY's channel. Watch that giveaway vid, that fundraiser vid. It's for, I mean, you can't find a better cause for our veterans. Share the living crap out of that video, and one way or another, we'll circumvent the whole YouTube squash and just get it out there.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to add to that real quick, you know, if no one minds here. Not only, you know, in doing this, is EBOMEY here being able to find a way to help this charity for a good friend of his. All right, this particular one here, the youth package. All right, do what you need to, contribute any way you can, watch the video, share the video, tell people about it, spread the word, get people interested in paying attention. Losing our vets is wrong, but this one in particular, what makes it special in my eyes, not only are you promoting an amazingly good cause, a charity that actually gets some shit done. But at the end of the day, someone's going to end up with this youth package, and somebody's youngin' is going to get introduced to shooting. A passion we all have. This charity has helped growing that passion too right now. I mean, it affects so many levels, you know.
Oh yeah, that,
like Steve was saying, check it out, please.
That was the thought process. Where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, we're all passionate. We want to, you know, positively and safely spread our shooting passions to the next generation. And, you know, originally me and John were talking about, you know, different things, you know, basically restrictions for who should be able to be entered into it. And every time you do that, you limit the amount of people that also get involved. And I hope whoever decides, or even say wins it, I've already had several people that have you know, made a donation and want to be in on it, that plan on paying it forward. It's, you know, I just, you know, it's like, I hope it goes to someone that's going to use it for their kids, their grandkids. You know, maybe you're someone that does NRA training or safety, you know, shooting safety courses, and you'll be able to use the stuff moving forward. The bottom line is I just finally had to kind of back burner my thoughts on, you know, trying to critique exactly who I wanted to see win it, because for me, it all comes back to the bottom line. I know it's going to sound cruel, but I really don't care who wins. It's Active Heroes, Justin's final mission, and building those damn cabins that has become more important to me. You know, it's like, fine, but you know, if you're listening and you're not involved, basically this is the bottom line. The package is growing. Those are the firearms that are going to be in there, and we're trying to make it real simple. The link to make a donation, and it could be a credit card. I think it can be PayPal. Again, John Solar would know all this. But the bottom line is, somebody could walk away. You know, some people like Steve here, who was trying to, you know, fortify his position to make sure that he got that beauty right there. Probably had just a few more than one entry, but it's $10. If you make a $10 donation, and in the comments you put at the Active Heroes fundraising site, you put, you know, youth giveaway, then you're in. Now, if you're a YouTuber like most of us and you do a video supporting it, I wanted to reward those people. If you make a donation and do a video supporting the youth giveaway, you'll get 2 extra entries just for doing your video. And it can be, you know, as simple as, hey guys, you know, EBOMEY is doing this thing to raise money, to raise awareness for veteran suicide, and they're giving away a bunch of youth firearms in a package that's growing. You know, it's like we got a camp stove and tent and knives and flashlight and that kind of stuff that's going in their cases, and you know, it's just it grows. You know, I think on that AR-10, it got to the point where she was like, every single day, because she gets home about an hour before me, she goes, it's Christmas for Eric again. And I go, it's not Christmas for Eric, it's Christmas for Active Heroes. It's like, it's a Christmas for Steve is what it turned out to be.
Yeah, it couldn't have been somebody else, and I had to be the guy that Tomley won too, and I wasn't really pleased about that. Let me tell you that.
And now the time, Eric, is when you insert the disclaimer about you don't know who I am.
You know, every time, you know, I've seen it, leave it in the comments, don't bother entering, Eric only makes sure his friends win. Well, right. Steve, I don't know, I almost hate to admit this, I don't know if I'd ever watched one of your videos. I think I was subbed to you, but I don't know if I had ever watched one of your videos before the entry one. But yes, stuff like this makes us friends. And I still don't watch any of your stuff.
You know,
don't feel bad about that. Nobody else does either.
But it's stuff, it's interaction like this, this is why I got into YouTube. People are like, well, we're going to lose our money and you're not going to make anything. I didn't make shit anyway. I've always been happy if I made enough each month to pay my cell bill. Well, you know what your cell bill is, and it's only mine. It's not hers. It's not my daughter's. It's just mine. I'm happy if I can make one cell phone payment. That's it. And when I found out, it's like, oh, you know, they're going to start taking our money away. You know what? Screw YouTube. I didn't join YouTube to make money. I joined it to make friends. And once again, you know, it's like, now, Steve, me and you are friends. You know, I have another person that you know, I'll be working during the day, and I'll look down and I'll get some stupid ass ridiculous text and just giggle and go, yep, another one of my goofy ass friends. You know, and it's stuff like that that means something to me, and that's how most of this stuff spreads.
Right.
You know,
I think I found your channel through the Hornet Fixer, I believe, is the only trail I can find to it.
Probably. And then sitting right here, another person that won. Thankfully, the two of you haven't disappeared yet. John Solar. And I'll tell you a quick story about that. When that giveaway happened, it was me and New York Half-Ass Prepper. We were the only two people that were going to pick. We told ourselves that we had to decide that who we wanted. So all the videos rolled in. We all watched the stuff. I had somebody that I wanted to win, and if he hears this, he's already heard the story, so his pissed offness can be over. I wanted Evil Neil, and Nihap called me and he goes, "Do we come to a conclusion on who we want?" And I said, "Well, who do you want?" And he goes, "I really like John Solar 283," and I'm like, the hell is John Solar 283? I didn't know. I don't know if I was even subbed to John before. I was not subbed to John before we did that giveaway. And NIHAP goes, I really think that this is a strong one. And it's like, well, do you know him? And I go, no, I don't know him. I just think for what we set forth, for the rules for the video, he had the most powerful video, and it was, you know, pro veteran stuff. And it was kind of funny because, as it turns out, most of the people that have won our stuff actually turned out to have been veterans, which that wasn't a plan. But so I told NIHAP, I said, I really like Evil Neil. And he's just like, if you really like Evil Neil, we'll do Evil Neil. But I have a condition for you. And I'm like, what is it? He says, I want you to go back right now, uninterrupted, no background noise, no TV, nobody bothering you, and sit and seriously watch John Solar's entry video again. And if after watching it, you still feel that Evil Neil 187 is the winner, I support you. Now, if you watch John Solar's video and believe that you are picking the right person because of what we have asked, and you have to soul search and realize that you're not leaning towards Neil because he's a friend of yours and you at least know who he is versus whoever this John Solar idiot is. He says, I tell you what, he goes, I'll either go with you and we'll go with Evil Neil, or if you decide that you're right, and after soul searching and watching his video, he goes, John Solar is going to be the winner, and I will help you finance a off the books, under the radar, no videos necessary, or you can do a video if you want. We'll build Evil Neil a rifle, and he goes, I will throw whatever you need. Whatever you can't come up with, I will buy it so that we can do one for Neil. But in the light of what we've asked for in the video, just go watch his video.
Right. Let me pause you right there. We just had a guy in the external, WV Outdoors, offered to raffle off a custom knife to help donate to the cause. If you want to get in touch with him or something, and I can speak for the fella. He makes awesome knives. He made these two knives. The top one I won from his channel, and the bottom one I purchased from him. He actually encased the one I bought, the lower one. He actually encased a pine cone in resin to make the handle.
Wow, that's awesome. No, I'd have to like personally try one for a couple of years before I could authorize that.
I'll tell you what, man, these things are epic. This one here, the blade is 3/16 of an inch.
Whew. That's a hunk of steel right there.
That's a rockin' knife, and this is my official fatwood knife.
I like that.
So
Yeah,
that would look good as a duck call.
right.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. Oh, there the wheels are spinning, rosin up a pine cone.
And I have vacuum systems, so I can actually, yeah, I can do it.
Right
You
on.
can do the whole stabilizing stuff.
I tell you what, whatever direction someone wants to go, I would love to talk to someone about a situation. Now, thanks to YouTube, I was never a knife guy. Now I'd be embarrassed to aim the camera at the drawer between at my knees right now. It is a full desk drawer, completely filled with just fixed blade knives.
Right on.
Oh, that didn't come out loud, did it?
Where's that new one at?
I was informed by the sender that it was lost and they reimbursed my money. I never did get the damn knife. I got at least 4 people to buy that knife and I didn't even get one. So yeah, anything someone can do, either doing a private donation and putting it towards the fundraiser, and you have plenty of time because this go around we set our dollar amount at $20,000, and we're going to give away some kind of a package at each $5,000 interval. The youth one will be the drawing will happen when we raise $5,000. Then we're going to be starting the next one, and I can tell you that one is going to be between Hornet Fixer, Jim, and Christine, Ms. EBOMEY, and they have planned what is going to be the one very tricked out rifle that it's going to be considered the girl or the woman's build, but I tell you, if it ends up looking like I've already seen renderings of it, I don't see why a guy wouldn't want it, but fuck, I'd put on a dress to get it, honestly.
Right.
And that will be between her and Jim, and of course we're still trying to get some parts. We've been promised some stuff from a couple of companies that as of right now it's like, okay, you didn't come through, but maybe with some credentials of the youth build, if this thing actually generates some interest. I mean, Steve, like I said, again, something has happened with YouTube, because I think the very first AR that we ever raffled off, that Army Stinger one, I want to say that I had 5,000 subs, and that video in 30 days had 11,000 views. As of right now, Steve, go take a look at what your rifle has for views. I think it's 3,500, and that's like what, a year later. That's well, it's embarrassing for me, because at 21,700 and something subs, I would really have expected to have seen a little bit better turnout, especially what you have in your hand. You're probably pretty happy that there wasn't 11,000 views on that video. Yeah.
I had to change the locks on my door.
Stalker Steve was getting stalked.
Yeah. So to me again, if it honestly, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to throw this out there as honest truth. If it wasn't for Active Heroes and Justin's final mission, I would not close the EBOMEY channel, but I probably wouldn't do much over there at all. I'd probably stick with the Brew channel, because it's a completely different, it's like maybe everybody's drunk. Actually, the funny thing is I can tell you there's at least 3 guys that watch every single one of the Brew reviews and comment that don't drink at all. The interaction, they acting like family. And of course, everything that you guys would see on the EBOMEY side, usually the Brew people see it first. They knew about everything on the youth one, and every part that went on your rifle and all of that fun. But it's just, I tell you, YouTube just really goes out of their way to not make it fun for a lot of us anymore. But I'm Irish, and I won't let them win. And it's because of active heroes, and it's because of veterans, and what those men and women are willing and have done for us in the past, now, and in the future is why I do, and it's what we do. You know, I have to continuously give credit to everybody that's been involved in this. I mean, if something's gone on too long, Steve, you're an example. It's like, you know, I know you guys got a build coming up, you know, do I need to like send some shit your way to get this thing pushed? And it's like, for us, we were waiting on some firearms. You know, it's like, again, we had a bunch of companies say, oh yeah, I'll send that right out to you. And it's just like, cue the crickets. So we finally just, you know, me and John finally just got to the point where it's like, okay, we're missing the pistol. We've got the rifle and the shotgun. Enough waiting. We can show a damn picture of it. Let's go. You know, so.
Yeah, you got to strike while the iron's hot. Now, I know a lot of charities have like a shit ton of CEOs and this, that, and the other they're paying, and very little percentage of the donated money actually goes to the cause. Now, I have heard different with active heroes, and that's another reason I jumped on board with this one. Would you, can you explain some of that?
John probably knows the exact numbers better, but that's one of the reasons that we're happy to deal with active heroes. Yeah,
when I ran the numbers, you always are going to see stuff. You're going to see whining, complaining, and stuff. So I actually went and pulled it, and you can actually pull the numbers. I think it was $63,000 a year was what the head guy makes, which is anybody who knows when you're living in Kentucky or wherever you're living at, that's not much money at all. So he does not make an amazing living as a result of this charity. No. Now his wife works there as well. She's also, I think she was like 40 or 45 or something like that. But there is no hokey pokey. You'll hear people whine and cry and all that. The one person who got the most attention was a guy who was out there whining that he was running around all over the country gallivanting and doing stuff to raise money for active heroes, but he wasn't getting comped enough, he felt. Now, does that argument out there exist? Yeah, it does. For me, it's like if there's a guy out there that raising money, I don't understand. If you're out there and that's your job to raise money, whatever your wage was, okay, fine. But if you have to be comped extra stuff like hotel and I'm confused. We don't get comped. Right. The only thing we ever want to happen is we want that. Now I'm hoping I'm going to try to weasel my way into it again. If we can get another veteran comped, that's the big thing for us. I mean,
that's the work.
Yeah, if we can get another veteran comp where we go, hey, look at this. If we get that this year again, or we can send another person there, guy, gal, whatever, where they can have a chance to sit down and just clear the head and have people to talk to and just get that break from all the demons that are there, and hopefully get some help that will be beneficial to them. If that saves one person, hey, that's it. We did a good job. I'm happy. It's awesome. I have nothing negative to say about active heroes, and I'm in contact with Troy Yoakum on a daily basis. Right. He has time. He's a busy guy, and I mean, he is a busy guy, and he makes an effort that if I contact him by the end of that day, I will hear something from him.
Right on.
To shine our own whatever you get to shine when you're shining your own something. We right now do hold the record as the largest personal fundraiser that they have ever had.
Awesome.
And we're planning on, well, no, we're not planning on. We will be beating our old record with this new campaign. So
that's cool. I can't wait to see it. I love when the momentum gets going. And if you can get a couple goofy guys fighting back and forth like me and Hornet Fixer, that was fun.
Yeah, Yeah, the funny thing is the day leading up to that that drawing is walking past the big bowl on the table and just plucking one out to see if this would have been it. And I don't know, did it? I don't remember. I don't remember who never got picked when we were doing our little. I don't remember if I know I never grabbed one that was Steve's. So it was like, how is it that the guy who has like the most to lose in the pot, it was like, oh, I never actually grabbed one in any of the test bowl bowl runs.
Else was, though.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying to figure out.
yeah. How the hell that happened?
I'm still trying to figure out how, in the name of God, Steve won such a good rifle. Now, I will tell you something about Steve. I pick on him a lot, but I do a chat on Friday night, as Johnny will tell you. I do a chat on Friday night, and Steve says, "Hey, Mikey, can we do this? Blah blah blah. You do anything you want." And he shouted this out, and he shouted out the video and everything to win the rifle, and he shouted out the reason behind the video and the giveaway and all that, which I always said, of course you can. Which then I find out that he wins, and I'm like, do I gotta tell him? But no, I mean, I did find out, and then obviously I told him. But I think it's a great thing you guys are doing, and continue to do, and I'll continue to bring it up on my chats and the videos that I do. So hopefully you can get your goal at the 20 grand. I think that's great.
Yeah, I'd like to see it surpassed, like doubled. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Try to figure out a way to get more people involved, maybe at a bare minimum of ideas of the what next. It's like, okay, we've done AR-15s and we've done an AR-10, and those are very popular. I've been told, you want to do another one of those, I'm all on board for that. And then we've got the youth one, which, like I said, if someone else ends up donating a firearm, it won't surprise me. But at a bare minimum, someone's going to get a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol.
Right.
And the next one will be a fully tricked out AR-15, with the final details being all put together by Florida Custom Weaponry Finishing. And some of the stuff that they've done is just awesome. And what's next? It's like I don't know. We've had suggestions on various pistols, but it's like it'd have to be a pretty damn special pistol to equal the worth value of, say, Steve's AR-10. That was that's kind of a one of a kind. It may have been a little bit of a Frankenstein gun, but it all worked out very, very nicely together.
That I tell you what, this little beauty shoots softer than my 5.56. I was all tightened up and clinched up. I've never shot a 308. I've shot a 30-06 and whatever else, but I've never had a 308 in an AR platform. So I was all clinched up, and I'm like, did it go off?
Is that a squib?
It was. This thing is so soft shooting, and I'm sure the weight has something to do with it. But just the like you say, quote unquote, the Frankenstein parts somehow or another matched into a awesome firearm. You hit the combo right on the money.
Yeah,
I put on screen. I'm just jumping real fast. I put on screen right here. If you look, you can see right here the salaries and wages. This is the actual tax stuff from 2016. Their entire for all of Active Heroes, it was $330,000 was all the salaries for everybody for the whole company. That's everybody. So that's. When you start divvying up, there's probably, I'd say, in the main staff there was 11 people.
Right.
You start divvying that up, and you can see right off the bat, no, they don't.
Much.
No, they're not. They don't. they're not up for that. That's not the game. That's not. They don't play any of those games. And these are actually this is their real tech stuff.
Right. Well,
and I mean, you can turn right around and you can talk to him about this, and he'll turn it right over. He'll go, here you go. I got it for you right here.
the few blurry numbers I can see on there, that's like a quarter of what most of those charities people make.
Well, yeah, but you got to realize that might be a quarter of what those people make, but this is the entire company. This is like 10 people's salaries right there.
Yeah.
Right. You know? So yeah, when you start going, oh wait, now hold on, now wait a minute, that is pretty low, and you're like, yeah, it is. No one's here trying to make, a killing off of this. No, they're actually doing this. This is what they do. Now, since it's full time, yeah, they gotta make a living. They have to make a living.
Family.
So yeah, but they're not sitting around arranging for themselves to be, when you figure $330,000, people make twice that. They're just one person in a company normally.
Right, I've seen.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
They're not Imus.
But I mean, it's these guys are right level. They do a really, really good job.
Right
I'm proud to be associated with them.
That's cool.
I have a favor to ask on your next build. Because I live in the commie state of Massachusetts, can you make one mass compliant?
Fuck no.
The only way you can make an AR-15 mass compliant is to drive down the road at a high rate of speed and throw it out the window.
Unfortunately. I've seen a couple of the pump ARs, and they actually look kind of nice.
They're not bad looking, are they?
I was surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Pump? I have not even seen a pump AR.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's
a shame you're forced into it, but it's not a bad looking rifle if you have to sacrifice. And
let me tell you, living in a non-commie state, looking at that pump shotgun, it's sort of like seeing your hot sister naked. You just don't even want to look, really.
Yeah,
it's a little different than I would have said it.
He's like, I can't find the filter. What do you want? Just say it.
Oh, here's my excuse.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that works every time.
Oh no, that's the one thing I would just endlessly get out there is we're just asking for help because it's quite obvious that me and YouTube just don't get along anymore.
Well, you and a bunch of other gun channels and controversial channels isn't getting along with YouTube too well.
Maybe I could get back in their good graces if I did an I Love Hillary and show a dead guy hanging in a forest.
Wasn't that insane? What in the world? Who would put that on a trending page?
Yeah, no comment.
I was behind, obviously, because I don't know all the YouTube news. But when I was listening to DeFrank one, I'm like, what? Then to find out YouTube left it up, they never even took it down. The kid apparently took it down himself.
Wow.
Well, I shouldn't say kid. I guess he's a grown adult.
Yeah, we've all watched videos out there. I can't think of the name of his channel. Someone new I've just recently got turned on to. I think he's got, 500 subs, and he got a mark against his channel for doing a review on a Ruger revolver. An SP 101.
Huh.
And he's like, he admitted in his video, well, there was no nudity or anything like that. He goes, I think I might have sworn once. Well, shit, really? And yet he got a mark against his channel, and basically it was just for reviewing a gun.
Well, there's one thing to say about not being monetized is you pretty much got free reign. You're not going to get the views and stuff, but you pretty much got free reign of what you want to spit out there.
There's going to be a whole lot of non-monetized people here very shortly with the new attack. They're attacking all the channels that don't have what 4,000 hours. Yeah, 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs. If you don't, that's it. They'll make the money on the commercials on your channel, and you get nothing.
Right.
Oh, like the brew. I keep telling everyone that follows B&E Brew Reviews. It's like I am informed every video that I am not worthy of advertising. I don't fight it because I say a lot of nasty stuff about YouTube, and there's no edit button over there. On the EBOMEY channel, I bet you there's never been an F-bomb. And as far as profanity goes, since the very first video I have ever put up, you could probably count on one hand how many times I've even said something like damn or shit. You know, on the Brew channel, though, it's supposed to be a brew channel, but there's usually more gun and knife reviews over there and political statements being made. I'm kind of like a Hornet Fixer Sunday chat daily. And so I get notified all the time that my stuff is not worthy of advertising, and I don't fight it. I mean, I don't want to bring attention to myself. When they tell me I'm not worthy because of profanity, and they find out there's a naked chick on the monitor behind me for an hour, you know, let's just cut my losses. But yet everybody informs me, yeah, I get a commercial every single time I watch one of the brew reviews. Well, oh, yeah. That's funny because they're not being generated by me,
right?
Right. So if I'm not worthy, then why are they worthy to get money off of us?
Well, that's, you know, big business.
That always just cracks me up when they go, your video is not suitable for advertisers, and it's like immediately they've got an advertiser for you. That's just YouTube making. They got to make every dime they can off of everybody.
Yep. Well, otherwise they go by the way of VidMe.
Well, and plus, I mean, look at plagiarism. You want to talk about plagiarism? YouTube is the biggest plagiarizer there is. There's a tiny little itty bitty line in this long contract that nobody ever read. Nobody read it. That says YouTube gets to use your videos.
Yep.
So YouTube, the biggest. I mean, you think PewDiePie was a big channel? PewDiePie is a small channel now. It is now literally as small compared to the YouTube channels. YouTube just opens their own music. We're going to do a YouTube music channel. They have everybody as signed up, and you have to turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. And they've got like 98 million subs immediately. And what are they all? Everybody else's videos. YouTube doesn't make videos.
Yep.
They do the same thing for outdoor sports. They do the same thing for extreme sports. They just go take your video, it goes on their channel, and they get the money.
Sure. Double dipping. But that's part of big business, you know.
Unless you copyright them.
Yeah.
No, they haven't. No, they it's YouTube. If you put it on YouTube's platform as part of the contract, YouTube can use it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, basically, it's a private whatever, and basically you're giving it to them because you're putting it on their channel.
The people that are getting away with it, they're not getting, YouTube can't touch, are the people that have the link through Vivo. Those musicians that do that, it was like a Vivo channel, and they link through that. That is showing you something on another platform, so they can't take those.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that VidMe thing worked out good, didn't it?
Yeah. I had high hopes for a second, but
Vivo's still there, but you got to pay.
The funny one for VidMe is literally the day, not the next day, the day that Jim Hornet Fixer said that he was officially converting over to VidMe. We were all notified that VidMe was going away.
He did it.
Yeah.
We can all blame Hornet Fixer for the demise of VidMe.
I was so happy with that platform. That was such an amazing platform. I was so happy there.
Oh, I remember that the first email, you know, the first thing I ever got from YouTube was something like, copyright infringement, and if this happens again, we're going to have to cut off your winky. And yet over on VidMe, the first one I ever got was you showed profanity in your video. And this was actually written. It was like a handwritten email from a girl at VidMe, and she said there was profanity in the video that you showed, and in the future, all you need to do is put not suitable for work, not suitable for work, you know, the abbreviation in your title, and it's all cool. I'm like, I was like waiting for that follow-up email. Just kidding. We're going to have to block you or something. But nope, that was it. Moving forward, I put whatever the hell I wanted on the monitor behind me as long as I put not suitable for work in my title.
Right on.
The only thing is making sure everybody had clicked the little box because they didn't notify you if you had not suitable for work in your title. The little algorithm caught that and it filtered those out. So I just had to make sure I told all the brew people, go into your settings, make sure you've got that you've clicked the little box that you want to be notified of these not suitable videos. But yeah, that was like a reprieve. It was like, oh my God, I love this. I feel like freedom. I feel like I've been released from my chains, the YouTube chains. And I was like, and the thing that really pissed me off is the day I got notified through email that they were going to be shutting it down long after everybody else. It was just like, I had already known by the time I got my email, but by the time they notified the very first person, it was already too late. You could not upload a video to tell people, by the way, I'm gone. So.
Right on. It's like it was like you were back to dealing with grown-ups.
Oh man, it was kind of like sending an email to your boss telling him to go F himself, and then you have to call and ask for your job back. I literally had that video from on my brew channel, telling YouTube to go F itself, and it's like, hey, I'm back. Miss me?
Yeah, I did that to YouTube one night during a chat, and they shut my chat off.
What, 3 times that night?
3 times that night, they shut my chat off.
That was epic.
Because I went off. I told them, you. Well, I don't want to say what I said because I don't want Steve's thing getting shot. But let's just say that I went off. And I'm like, guys, I didn't hit a button. Look, my hands are here. Boom, off, gone.
So is that like a little magical algorithm monitoring what's going on, or there's some guy like this sitting watching your live chat going?
That's what I'm thinking. It's because
what's this do?
Right. What do I, Steve? What do I got? Like friggin' 600 something subs. I'm not monetized. Nothing. So, and I'm like, really?
It looks something like this. Hey, YouTube, you can go.
That was epic.
Exactly.
Whoops. Well, I don't know. Everybody keeps saying, maybe someone will put something together and we can all go over there. And I don't know. Let's just come to the conclusion. We've been dealt a shit hand. We're just gonna have to play what we've got right now.
Right. Well,
they're messing themselves. They're messing themselves up already bad as it is. Who knows? I mean, there are some companies out. Vimeo is still there. There are a few other companies out there that exist that have been there for a while that haven't had any like big exodus that made YouTube take notice like VidMe. But people are learning. They're getting smarter and smarter, and YouTube's getting worse. I mean, they're getting so bad now. They're pissing everybody off. So.
Right. Well, you'll probably find out in the long run. YouTube went and bought VidMe or something.
Right.
Or Google.
Bite your tongue, Steve.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That's a horrible thought.
I mean, that's big business in America. Buy a factory, shut it down, sell the pieces.
Oh, I'm sure something shady happened because it just unless the guy that owned VidMe just decided to wait till the very last minute. It's just something funky went down there. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It kind of is what it is. You gotta. At least we have something to work with. Is about the only bright side we got. I can see. So, I'm having fun. It's a hobby. It gives me a reason to go do stuff. gets a little awkward with a camera in my face, but I'm holding it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, you know, I have to admit, I've watched some of your videos, and all of a sudden I was just like going, man, if I could go wood hunting like Steve.
I bet you're just drooling.
No, seriously, that last one you made with the bowl, all of a sudden I was just like going, boy, if I could find something, if I could find like 4 of something and I sent them all to Steve, maybe he'd make one bowl for me and send it back.
Yeah, that could happen.
But
it'd be an honor.
But you know, it's like you seem like you walk through the woods and like everything glows a different color of what value it is in your brain, and me, I just see a bunch of sticks.
Right. Well, I'm kind of I'm that way with guns. I don't go by. It's kind of funny the way your giveaway worked out. I was thinking 308 big time because my daughter had bought the Ruger American, and she's shooting that little thing in between 300 to 500 yards and doing a very good job with it. So I was thinking 308, and I couldn't make up my mind what platform I wanted. I love the AR look, but I was grown up wood and steel, so I was thinking of some kind of sniper, something, whatever, and ta-da! My mind was made up for me. So,
a shameless plug for yours. It could have been a weird combination of parts, just all worked out to make it shoot the way it. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a light rifle. I mean, it's AR-10s. Generally, you watch people do videos, and they just basically talk about how it's not the heaviest one they've ever held versus it feels like an AR-15.
Right.
But as far as a shameless plug goes, I will give the comments that I have had some friends say and things I've seen in the comments when it comes to that break from John Huber is if John Huber could create a break that works like the square break does and have it be round like the barrel, that would be great. But one thing that I had to overlook really early on is when he made that break for me for my Mosin. That was the first time I had a chance to use one. And it was like, oh my God, it's like it makes most rifles such soft shooting. And anybody that has ever had the opportunity to shoot my BMG 50, it's a bolt action. It originally had an A2 stock on it, which was the same as telling Mike Tyson he was a baby and then waiting for the punch to come.
Right.
And I finally put an adjustable stock with a pad on it, and that helped a little bit. But when John Huber made me, as of right now, it's still the one and only in the world, a BMG 50 John Huber, a Huber Concept square break, and then put it on the BMG. I bet you it took at least 25% of the felt recoil off of it. Now, having said that, there's still a lot of felt recoil there. It's not like one of like a Barrett semi-auto where all that action gets to use up your pain, but that anything that I've ever put a square break on has such drastically improved its performance. And I think that's why on your 308, and I don't kick myself, but I know if I was to put one of those on my JP Enterprise, I would notice the difference versus the one that's on it. But the one that's on it, it's like I could probably bet 9 out of 10 people big money. Is that barrel a complete barrel with a turn break on the end of it, or is it threaded and that thing's screwed on there? Well, it's not screwed on there. Well, yes, it is. It's just that it's, they put it on, they time it, and then they hand file and sand it down, and you can't even see the seam where it's on there. But John has even said, well, I could really make your JP better if we put one of my brakes on there. I'm sorry, John. I love you like a brother, but that rifle is what it is. But everything else, especially my AR pistol, I had such a problem with my AR pistol. Every time you squeeze the trigger, it was like someone hit you in the face with a plastic wiffle ball bat. And you still smiled because it was like, it was like stupid pain. But after John made me that brake and I put it on there, I was like, no, I'll never take this off there. It makes such a difference on the way it shoots and the way it redirects that blast. It doesn't hit you as the operator anymore.
Right.
But yeah, your rifle came out like freaky light shooting, and I tried everything in there. I tried some of the heavier surplus stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about why yours turned out the way it is, but it's a very fun gun to shoot.
I'm loving it. I got about 80 rounds of ammo, custom ammo loaded up for it. I can't wait to take it out and start testing it. That'll be in my next video. So, you know, another cool thing about it, I was worried about a muzzle brake at the range I go to. It's a public range, and some days it's pretty packed. I never got one complaint from anybody about blasting them with it.
Maybe they're just too damn impressed. It's like the wiffle bat thing. They just got pelted and they look over and go, "Man, that's a sweet looking rifle. Hit me again."
Yeah, I don't know. It might be the straight out kind of thing. I was beside a girl shooting a 5.56 with a comp on it, and it was angled backwards. She was a 3-gun shooter, so she wanted it nice and steady when she pulled the trigger, and that thing was swatting me in the face. I had to move over. And I asked her, I said, "What are you shooting, a 308 or something?" "No, it's 5.56. I was like,
oh,
damn.
that is one thing about the Huber brake, is there's no back at all. It's like if you watch, there's some camera angles. I don't remember who had it now, but when you shoot the BMG, you can see the wave of the grass get pushed down and everything on each side. You know, it's like 15 or 20 feet in each direction, and you see everything move, and it does it. It's a perfect 90 degree from the barrel.
Right. So I like that concept right there.
And the other thing I don't understand, and I have to give credit where credit is due, Travis, DJ Alkaline 1, made the comment that he believes John Huber made a deal with the devil because he has never shot a comp that had no top ports that flattened out a gun like the Huber brake. And if you watch me, and I've had my GoPro set up and I've shot slow-mo with my AR pistol, it has no barrel rise. It just lightly pushes me back a little bit, and there's no top ports in a Huber brake. It's like a perfect 90 degree out the side. I still, to the life of me, I believe Travis is right. I think there's some kind of a deal made with the devil, because how John's brake works so effectively. Of course, you don't want to ask him this. You'll spend 45 minutes getting to learn about the concept of time, relativity, and
so it all came together for him.
Yeah, you don't want to piss someone off that has been as gracious in donations as John has to me and my friends. You know, I'll call them up and say, you know, so-and-so is looking for a deal on a brake. "Oh, yeah, tell him to give me a call." "Yeah, John said if I covered shipping, he'd send me one." It's like, dude, that's like a $200 brake. Like, okay. But he's just such a great guy, and he's, you know, so proud of his stuff. But he is Einstein, and if you want to ask him anything, be prepared to hear it all the way out to the end.
Right on. Eric David Evans says hello.
Dave.
Oh.
Well, hello back, Dave. Actually, I think he just had a video.
Yeah, he did. He just put a video out. He's getting a different job, I think it was.
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, I was kind of hoping with this live chat thing we'd get some you know, cross-subbing between our channels back and forth. Shlisa has quite a few subs. Stump has a few. Mike has a bunch. Stump's going to start making videos again and get a bunch more, if with a little encouragement. Back at you, my brother.
I've been subbed to Johnny for about, I don't know, John, what has it been? 4 years now? 3 years?
It's been a few years, yeah.
But it's been like forever and a week.
I'll be putting more videos up here. I'm gonna finally put some of the stuff I do in the call shop up. Since YouTube was so lovely to decide that every gun video I had up needed to come down in one day.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I have never gotten one strike from YouTube or X or whatever they send you, and I put as much gun stuff as I can stand on it.
I think mine was just so weirdly diversified. I don't know what the deal was, but for some reason, I mean, there's only one channel that I'm aware of that's getting away with it. Only one channel. There's one channel so well hidden that, and it's big. It's like 15, 16 million people watch this thing, and it's a family channel.
Damn it!
But I mean, all summer we'll go along. They'll have a lot of fun. I like the guy and all that. And then all of a sudden, one day in the summer, he goes out and buys a friggin' 50. Shoots it for like 3 or 4 days. Then he's back to normal videos again. Then he bought twin ARs. Shot those for a few days. Then back to normal videos again. Then he bought the gold Desert Eagle. Shot that for a couple days. Then back to normal videos again. And I mean, he does such a good job. Nobody messes with him. And he's got like 16 million subs.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's a famous YouTuber. And I mean, I laugh because it's like he's flying. He's not under the radar because I like to watch those videos, but it's like he manages to not get slammed by YouTube. Cool. I won't say his name, but there is one person out there that's actually doing it, and they're doing it so well. I mean, he won't do it. He won't do a shooting vid till summertime, but then he might do, like I say, probably 20 shooting vids where he has a range in his backyard.
Nice.
So, and he has the kids, and the kids are out there shooting 22s every once in a while. So it's like he's got his whole family there. And you're like, wow, he's getting away with that. That's incredible. One person.
Well, maybe he's so big they won't mess with him.
That's probably what it is, because he is that big. He's like 16 million subs.
Yeah, that's a little larger than my channel. By about 16 million.
Nah, only about 15.9 there, Steve. Come on, give yourself some credit.
I mean, I don't think any of us have a big channel. I mean, I'm a micro channel. I mean, well, Eric's the big dog, you know.
Right.
But I mean, I'm
40 or 50 subs.
Huh?
He's got 40 or 50 subs.
Yeah, I think Eric's got. Well, wait, you got 26, right, Eric? 26 subs.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah,
going backwards.
A behind it.
Oh man.
That range video I did with a certain friend of ours, a certain friend of mine there, and they haven't taken that off of his channel yet.
Oh, that was weird. They took every gun video I have, except for when I did the refurb on the old 22 that came in, that someone found all painted in camo, and I did a hand refurb on that. That stayed there. And I think the SKS build, the 24 rebuilding an SKS in 24 hours. I think that one's still there. But every other shooting video, they're all gone. Everything.
That's unreal the way they can do that.
Yep. These videos have been deemed a violation, and they are being taken down. That's it. And you get told afterwards.
Right.
And it's like, the weird thing is you can actually almost watch it. You know, you have a page that has like 15 video, and then all of a sudden that page is empty. But there's still some left, and then within another 25, 30 minutes, those are gone. You're like, fuck. What the hell? Yep, they all disappearing.
All right, we've been on for 2 hours. If you guys want to stick around for a little while and have a little after chat or whatever, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I want to thank everybody for making mine and Stump and Shlisa and everybody's included in it a great first chat event. It's been epic. Some great information. Everybody go check out the EBOMEY channel and check out Justin's final mission. $10 to get you into this entry. And everybody either knows a kid or knows a cousin or a nephew who would love to get into shooting, or maybe somebody you know that can't afford to get a new shotgun or whatever. Put $10 in and get in it. Spread the word. Go find the video and share the living crap out of it.
Do a video and you'll have 3 entries.
Yeah, right on. There's a good excuse to start making videos. Just stick your face in front of the phone and go for it.
Hey, I'm proud of that. There's a lot of people that I have met that their very first video ever was an entry for one of our fundraisers.
Right on. Right on. So anyhow, I want to thank everybody. We've had a good stream of people coming through, 17, 15. I don't know how high the numbers got. I haven't really been paying attention. The story's been too good. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. And Stump, if you want to do a exit, and Shlisa also.
Is he gonna dance?
I don't know.
No, I am gonna be nice, seeing how I'm Southern, and say, you know, Michelle, ladies first as always, hon.
Well, thank you, Stump. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for inviting me, Steve.
My pleasure, dear. My pleasure.
Damn it, that's all you're gonna say? You didn't give me enough time to think up some bullshit that like I was paying attention. Nah, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for a first go round, you know, y'all made it a very enjoyable experience for us. Eric and John, it's an absolute pleasure to have y'all come over here and talk about all this with us and help spread this information around and try to help grow this thing. I mean, it's me personally, you know, like you were saying, we need to get these damn cabins built. You know, we need to stop our vets from being just thrown away, and that's what's happening. And it's absolute bullshit that it happens. You know, so, you know, guys, ladies, seriously, check out these links. You know, if you got it in your heart, if you have the ability, you know, to spend $10 at least, do whatever you can. If you can't, tell somebody else about it. They might have a chance.
Damn it, Steve. Steve's giving me sender's remorse.
Excuse me, I got to go rub one out. I'll be right back.
No shit, that's about 30 seconds worth.
On that note, with that mental cartoon left in your head, sorry. Try not to think about the crackhead playing with himself. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, y'all be good.
Thank you so much for your help, Mike. You made it a great show, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, Mike was here.
Thank you very much, John. And I'm loving the goose call, by the way. The thing is beautiful.
I'm glad you like that.
Everybody on the outside, thanks for coming. We're going to get out of here. See y'all next time, I hope. Yeah, there's another one, the special custom. Ciao.
Yeah.
Play nice.